All right, guys, we got about another 90 seconds or so before we get going. How's it going?
Fantastic.
Awesome. We got about another 90 seconds, guys. Make sure you get your last-minute text messages out, any Facebook messages. Get people on this call. Going to be a fantastic call tonight. Couples that train together succeed together. You're going to have 3 couples, all Vi champs, giving you some amazing, incredible tips. So get everybody on the call. If you're just getting on, let us know who you are and where you're calling from.
Jennifer?
Welcome.
Well, all right. Thank you so much, Pat. Holy cow, guys. This is Lauretta, Kloha. Mike and I are here on the call tonight, and we just want to say thank you for taking some time on your Tuesday night to dial in and to engage into this call. The reason we do this call is for you. You're dialing in to maybe pick up a tip or a note of inspiration, maybe something that, can apply to your life to help you with your journey to transform your body. And I just want to share a quick story about who I am and who Mike is. And, I'll talk a little bit and then I'll hand it off to Mike for a second to give his side of it. My half of this challenge, when we started, I lost 40 pounds in my first 90 days. And the reason that I began on the challenge originally was because after gaining 90 pounds with gestational diabetes and being told I would be a diabetic, after giving birth to my son and 5 months later, my mom passed away unexpectedly from health-related issues. She was only 62 years old, and she fought obesity her whole life. That impacted me in such a way that I knew that I wanted to do something to be the best mom that I could be, to be the healthiest mom that I could be, so that when I was 62 years old, my dream is to be able to take my son and go run down the beach or climb up a mountain or, do some parasailing or just something really fun, and not have him worried about my health. And God willing, to do everything that I could in my power to be preventative along the way so that I could be that person. So when we took the challenge, we took it, full bore, went all in, right off the get. I lost 7 pounds in my first week, and I realized how amazing my body felt, how good it felt, and how my life was about to change. So along the way, guys, it's been 4 years now, kept it off, and, changed my lifestyle in so many different ways as becoming healthier. So it's so important to share your story with others as you do this. I'd like to hand it over to Mike to share his side of the story.
Hey, guys. Hope you're having a great night. What I think is really awesome about Lauretta and myself is we both had our own individual situations take place pretty much around the same time, and we both, made a commitment to ourselves that we were going to make a change and came together and decided to do it together as a team. For myself, when I got out of the Marine Corps, had a few surgeries and personal issues that were going on from being in war zones and whatnot. So over the course of about 2 years while she was pregnant and during my surgeries, I gained about 80 pounds, putting me up at about 320, never been that big in my life, and was that way for about 2 years. Tried everything possible to lose weight, just wasn't happening. Found the challenge, lost 25 pounds my first month, and really just started taking it serious after that. Just under 2 years, I lost over 100 pounds. The last 2 years, I focused on building, built just under 25 pounds of muscle, and have been maintaining the 100-pound weight loss for over 2.5 years now. So it's been amazing physical transformation, which has just been an unbelievable experience. So that's my short story, and I'm glad you guys are on the call tonight, and we're excited to share more with you guys.
Oh, my gosh, did you guys hear that? He lost over 100 pounds. And when you look at the before and after pictures, it's not just a physical transformation. If you're on this call and you're looking at a weight loss goal, it's more than just weight loss. What it's doing for your life. When you get up in the morning and you look in the mirror, what are you saying to yourself? And when you go out on your day, what are you doing in your day or not doing because of the health transformation or because of wanting to lose weight? So at the end of the day, it was more than just the weight loss. It was the life that he gained. And that's what's so awesome about what we do in this ViSalus community. So we're super excited to have you guys on. I do want to say that, one of the honors was becoming Body by Vi champions for North American Body by Vi champions. And, if you're on this call, you're going to hear from a couple of these other champions. But if you're on this call and you're looking at a goal for your life, we have this amazing thing called the Champion, that you can become a Body by Vi champion. And it was amazing, guys. What a journey. As if it wasn't enough, just to lose the weight and take our health back, but then to become champions and be able to have an amazing recognition for that and be able to share our story with so many people, because the company used our story to help others around the world. Not to mention the vacation, the prizes. It's just absolutely amazing. So you guys will have to hear about that. If you don't know already, go to the person that sent you in and just get on board with your Vi Commit. Commit for 90 days and get excited about what we're doing, guys, because you can get paid to work out. There's just so many cool things, and not to mention you create your own kit. So without further ado, I'd like to just go right into some stories, because these people on the call, they're real life. They're amazing people. And we're going to start with two amazing Body by Vi champions. These guys, this couple, they did this as a couple. They became North American champions. Their names are Shane and Michael. Guys, are you out there right now? Do you hear me?
We are. Thank you for allowing us to share our story here tonight. We're excited to be here with you all.
Yeah. Oh, please, guys, take it away. Talk about, what was that defining moment when you guys decided to take your life into another direction? What was that moment? And please share with everybody, what did you do from that point on?
Okay, great. As so many other people, we had just let our lifestyle get control of us instead of us controlling what we were doing. At the time, we were both working full-time. We had our son in daycare, and I tell people we started gaining our weight on our honeymoon and just never stopped. And we just were one of those typical fast food, drive-through, eat-out-every-meal families. And it was early 2013, and we saw a picture of ourselves at the end of a race. And it's now become around Vi known as our marshmallow picture. And that's okay, because we called ourselves that. It wasn't an insult to anyone or anything. But, we just really saw that picture, and it was eye-opening to us. And so we had already started walking around in our neighborhood getting ready for that race, and we already had a couple 5Ks lined up that we wanted to do. And a neighbor actually approached us and asked, are you guys trying to lose weight? What are you doing? And she was on the challenge, invited us over to a challenge party, and at that point we went home that night, decided it was time that we had to make a change. And, we were fortunate enough that we were both on board together, and I think that's a huge driving factor to our success, is that whether it's your spouse, your best friend, your mom, your dad, the way that this is set up to have an internal support system is amazing, and it makes all the difference. And so with us having our support within our own home, that has just continued to feed our drive for now just under 3 years. I believe it'll be in March, actually next month, will be our 3-year anniversary with ViSalus. And so just after trying that, my first 90 days, I lost 35 pounds. Mike lost 40 pounds. I suffered from PCOS, which is polycystic ovarian syndrome. A lot of women have it. I didn't even know what it was until I was diagnosed with it. But it's a hormonal imbalance. And after my first 90 days, I just happened to have had a blood test set up, and my blood work came back normal. And the only thing I had changed was my eating habits. And so I credit that change to that. And I've continued to keep that off. Back in fall of 2014, after looking for some part-time work, I homeschool our son. And we just believed in the challenge so much and the benefits that we saw coming from it personally, that we wanted to share it with our friends and family. And so at that point, that's when we decided to become promoters and decided that we wanted to throw our hand into the ring to become the challenge champion. So for that next year, we just worked really hard. Having been on the challenge since September of 2014, we've now lost a combined total of 145 pounds. We're now working on gaining lean muscle. And I think the biggest thing for us is that we focus on a big challenge or a goal that we can see that's far out. It keeps us going. It keeps our drive going. What you mentioned, Lauretta, as far as looking in the mirror, that person that you see every day is going to change. And the confidence that I have built is just crazy. I've gotten it back. My goal right now, I'm actually the reigning Mrs. St. Augustine here in Florida. I'm going for the state title of Mrs. Florida in May, and I'm working my butt off, and I'm doing, byproducts, but that's something that I never would have even considered. Mike's wanting to ramp his runs up to where he wants to do like a Spartan race or something. And so we're always looking for something to keep us engaged and keep us active. And I think, too, we do not work out together, which a lot of people might think that's kind of weird. But we go to 2 separate gyms. We do 2 separate things. And, again, it keeps us from not competing with each other because we don't want to be competing against each other. We want to be helping each other and supporting each other. Now our son is involved. He goes out and does everything with us. And I think that's just the biggest thing for us is that the support that we have. And now 3 years later, it's become a lifestyle for us. It's not something that we just look at.
And wow! Oh my gosh! I can't wait to hear your side of the story, Mike. Holy cow! That was dynamic.
I don't know if I can beat that.
Yeah.
Basically, and it's become a lifestyle. It's Vi has put us into a position where it's easy. It makes you want to live a healthy lifestyle, eat healthy. Not crave the fast food. Now that we've been in the challenge for under 3 years, we have, learned to make a daily lifestyle that, nobody diets for 4 years with success. It's not a diet, it's a lifestyle change. What I've been doing about the last 6 months straight is I've been meal prepping, besides doing all my Vitalis products and setting goals to reach, keeps it fresh, keeps it fun. Our son is now, like I said, on the challenge. He's been on almost a year. Next month will actually be a year, and he'll earn his BioLife. And, he's learning steps needed to live a healthy and active lifestyle. He loves it. He doesn't see it as, losing out on sweets because there's so many byproducts or healthy sweet alternatives that we've discovered along our journey. NutriBars, Vi Cookies, Vi Crunch with chocolate almond milk, protein balls, Vi Pancakes, so many options. So he's getting the stuff that kids get to have, but in a healthy way. That's pretty much it for me.
Mike, that's awesome. I think this is the first time I've actually heard both of you guys share your story, and it's just amazing. So thank you for sharing that. And I love what you said about meal planning, because for myself and Lauretta, when we actually got into meal planning and planning our Vitalis meals with our healthy meals, that's absolutely when we really started to make noticeable changes week after week after week. And how you're talking about with your family and creating a lifestyle change, and it's just really a daily activity now where it's probably part of your normal mode of operation. I love hearing that. And the healthy snacks. Guys, if you haven't tried making healthy snacks with the products, definitely do that. And like you said, the NutriBars and the cookies are always great additions. So thank you guys so much for sharing that. And you said 145 pounds. That's amazing. Great job, guys.
And wow, what I took away from all of that, guys, and I want to thank you for sharing is, the key thing, lifestyle took control of you. And what I love about your story is, you openly said we had a lifestyle that took control of us. But then when you look at where you're at from there to now, 3-year anniversary here coming up in March, you guys are Mrs. Augustine, Mrs. St. Augustine. You're doing a Spartan race. Your son is a Vi-lifer. You guys are 145 pounds down. I mean, holy cow, you guys. Talk about a life change. And I imagine 3 years ago, you probably didn't imagine that this would be where you're at today. And the beauty is that you just started. So thank you for sharing that. And another thing I want to add, for all you on the call listening, guys, all this started because they were invited to this thing called a challenge party. They got in somebody's living room, a friend that said, hey, guys, just come over, try some products, hang out, have a good time. And they were introduced to something that changed their entire course of their life. And so, you're listening on this call, guys, we have an opportunity for everybody to, just get in a living room, try this stuff. And if you do it yourself, you get $10 just for doing that. And for every person that you change their life that signs up with you, you get $10 for that too. So what an amazing opportunity for everybody here in the call, to start with introducing your friends to something like this, and you could be that friend that they're thanking 3 years later. So, guys, thanks so much for sharing your story. Totally a powerful story. I've got chill bumps. I just want to thank you for that. So without further ado, guys, we have another amazing couple on the phone here. I happen to know these guys real well. They're part of our team, our family. We've been on their journey along the way. And so, I was real excited when I got to see that they're on the call tonight as well. And I know their story pretty intimately. And I asked them to please share, what that story is, because I think there's other people on the call tonight, that would really be impacted by hearing, why they changed and what that defining moment was for them to say, I'm ready, count me in, I'm making this change. So without anything further, I would like to give the floor right over to Jason and Wendi Baker, an amazing couple, body by body champions with well over 100 pounds weight loss and lives changed. Guys, can you step up here and share your story?
Yeah, absolutely. I just want to make sure everybody can hear us okay.
You're loud and clear, my friend.
All right, yeah, awesome. So we've had a really long road with Vi, lifestyle change ourselves as well, but we're coming up on almost 4 years.
Latanya Cotton is here.
And so about 4 years ago, I was on business travel out in California, and my wife said that she was going to try this shake thing that she saw her friends doing on Facebook. And, of course, I'm out on an expense report eating lobster and tacos. I didn't want anything to do with losing weight. I was having a good time. So I said, have at it. I won't be home for a while anyway. So she started doing it. She really liked the way that they tasted. And, she didn't go to a challenge party, actually. What she was attracted to was just at least seeing her friends put stuff on Facebook. So even if you're having some type of success or some type of challenge with your own challenge, definitely be putting that stuff on social media, because you never know who's out there watching you. Even though they may not be liking your stuff, they may not be commenting, there's definitely somebody that you can inspire. So a little side note for you, don't forget to post semi-daily, a couple times a week, about your challenge and how it's going, because you never know who's going to want to join you and whose life you'll impact by doing that. So she came out to California. I flew her out for a weekend, and she's only been doing it for 3 weeks. And as soon as she came walking around the corner when I was picking her up at the airport, I could already tell that she had this glow back to her that we haven't seen, for a while, and it was just nice. It was refreshing. She was happy. She was, just basically more confident in herself, and she'd only been doing it for 3 weeks, but she started doing these things where we thought would be cool. How about a walk? Let's go for a walk. How long has it been since we did that? So it really just started out by that. And then it wasn't too long after we got started, I had a medical event. Ended up being nothing, but it did leave me on my bathroom floor at 3 o'clock in the morning, not knowing what was going on with myself. So it was a huge wake-up call for me. When you're sitting there thinking that everything's fine one moment, and the next moment you're wondering if you hugged and kissed your kids goodnight that night. So it was pretty much the feeling of guilt that I waited too long and didn't take good enough care of myself, that I basically vowed to never have that feeling again. So that for me was the defining moment in how I was really going to take it seriously. Because up till then, I'd maybe lost 20 pounds, maybe 15. But basically once after that happened, it was game on, because there was no way I was going to let my life end that way. And definitely was I ever going to leave my kids in that situation of thinking, well, why did Dad die at 36? He was so young. Why didn't he take better care of himself? It just wasn't going to happen. So if anybody's out there listening right now that has children or grandchildren, for every pound that I lost, 119 of them, for every 1 pound, I've wanted to quit at least one time. And you're no different, and I'm not any different than anybody else who's had success or failure with this. It's just, you just have to power through it and just remember why it is that you started in the first place, to help you get through those times where you want to quit. It sucks. It's hard. Your knees are going to hurt. Your shins are going to hurt. Your calves are going to kill. Your muscles are going to be sore. But when the day comes, where, you think about it as just like smoking. Smoking used to say that one cigarette would take 7 minutes off your life. Think about 1 minute you spend working out adds 7 minutes to your life. Or 1 minute you spend sticking to your challenge, or one thing you forego because you know it's not healthy for you. Think about all those choices that you make that are good for you as adding time at the end of your life. That's how I think of it now, and that's how we go forward. We've done, a big transition from just working out by ourselves to working out together. Back before we had challenge groups, we started working out with our friends and family, getting the kids involved, doing family workout nights at the high school track. We moved them indoor to the rec center during the winter. We made those free for the community, and then we launched. And then Vi comes out with a challenge group business model, which is awesome because we just mainstreamed it. So that just helped us add an extra component. Here we are 4 years later. I'm an engineer by trade. I'm not a trainer, but just this last December, a friend of mine had owned a gym here in Fremont. Asked me if I would be interested in coming and teaching classes there early in the morning. So I went getting certified, and now I'm a certified personal trainer at Anytime Fitness. I do that for a couple hours in the morning where I'm helping inspire others, and then I go to my regular day job, and then we do the Vi parties at night. So that's how it happened for us. And down 119 pounds, built 20 pounds of muscle. Wendy's down 70 pounds, and I think she's probably lost that much in inches too. But at last we tracked, it was like 50. So she went from a size 20 to a size 6. So we're definitely loving the Vi life here for sure.
Wow. I don't know if anybody else on this call is feeling the same way I am, but I literally have known Jason and Wendi for 4 years, and I literally have tears in my eyes every time I hear their story. To think about your why and, how you feel about at 36 years old and what your children would think if you, left them at 36 years old because you didn't take your life in your hands and take it serious enough to say, I'm going to make that change. And, I just want to, shout out to you guys and just give you big hugs and Shane and Michael, you guys too, because, you're both parents, both couples, you're both parents for your children, leading by example and showing them a better life, showing them a healthy lifestyle. And for you on the phone, whether you're parents or whether you're a couple or whether you're single, the thing that I love about all these stories that I'm hearing from both these couples is that they challenged themselves to be better, that they took their life in their hands, they made a decision and said, I'm going to be more than this because I deserve it, and the people that I love deserve it too. And with what we have an opportunity here because we deliver great products that deliver results. The challenge works, and everything that I'm hearing in all of you guys is that, you're just simply living a more active life by implementing, a challenge lifestyle. So it started as, hey, maybe I want to, lose a few pounds and I want to get a little healthier, but, all couples on this call are 3 to 4 years into their challenge, and their lives have changed tremendously. I know mine sure has. And I wouldn't look back, and I wouldn't change a thing about it. And we're grateful every single day for where we're at. I just want to ask each of you couples on the phone here to take it off mute again. I'd just like you to go round robin, and we'll start with Shane and Michael and then Jason and Wendi. What is your favorite product? What is your kit? Are you using a custom kit, and what do you suggest to the people that are listening on the phone to help them get the results that you got? Maybe just reiterate how much you've lost, where you're at in your life, and what your custom kit is. Shane, if you'd like to go first, that'd be great.
Okay, so I am to date down 68 pounds, so I'm almost to that 70, Wendi. I'm going to catch you. And we actually just got our first custom kit in today. So we had our first superfood shake and really enjoyed that. I'm looking forward to doing those on a more regular basis. But honestly, my favorite is the NutriBars. And I know everybody likes the peanut butter jelly time, but I am a chocolate caramel, and I tell everyone they're diet candy bars. So that by far has been my favorite product to get me through the day. And here is Mike.
Wow, that's going to be a hard one because there's too many good products to say what's my favorite. But to be honest, I think it's the Nutri-Cookie, and I like the chocolate chip. And a little secret, put it in the microwave for about 10 seconds, let the chocolate melt a little bit. It's just like eating a fresh baked chocolate chip cookie.
Oh, yeah, mine too. No, I love it. You guys are making me hungry. All right, Jason and Wendy, on to you guys.
Hey, okay, so Mike, if you take that chocolate chip cookie and put a little peanut butter on the top, it even takes it up a notch. So just a little tip for you.
Love it.
That's a veteran move. We call that a veteran move in the bike community, by the way. So for me, I mean, I'm just going to give some love to the old classic Bai Shake. If it wasn't for that, I strongly believe if it didn't taste as good as it did, I strongly believe I would still be a junk food junkie and maybe not even here. The first time I drank one, if it didn't taste good, the way I was addicted to sweet stuff, there's no way I would have been able to stick with it. And maybe after the health issue, probably I would have taken anything. I wouldn't have cared. But to get me hooked and get me started, we take someone that's addicted to cake and give them something healthy that tastes just like cake. It's a winner. So I'm going to give some love to the original Bai Shake myself. So other than that, I use every product that we have, but definitely the main staple. How about you?
I totally agree with that. I could live on the shakes. There's so many options.
Oh, let's see. So my favorite thing probably is lemon neuro. That helped me kick the pop habit. So that's my favorite.
I love it. So we have a whole array of things here. We have the energy. We have something that helps you to get rid of a pop craving. Mike, are you on off speaker here? And you can go ahead and shout out your favorite because you lost over 100 pounds and put on 30 pounds of lean muscle.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm actually going to piggyback on Jason and say that my overall my favorite product is definitely the original Bai Shake. But when I do want to get a little crazy, I don't know if you guys carry cookies with you, but typically what I'll do if I'm really feeling something sweet or like a snack type item, I'll crush a cookie up and I'll add it into my shake. It might be a little crazy to some of you guys, but I tend to get a little wild like that. So I'll put a crushed up cookie in my shake. And then as far as energy drinks, I'm not a huge energy drink fan just because of the sugar counts and whatnot, but I absolutely love the Neuro and Pro mixed together. That's absolutely like rocket fuel for me. So if you guys haven't tried those products, definitely do. Those are my favorites.
All right. So now that I'm really hungry, and I can tell you my personal favorite, it's going to be about 9:30, so we'll be wrapping this call up here in about 60 seconds. But this is the time of night where I always had a craving. I always wanted something sweet. And, cookies or cake or, that was just my downfall. And it still is. It's still a battle for me. It's not like it's gone away. I just armed myself with, all of the tools to be able to be successful and not sabotage myself and wake up in the morning with, sugar levels that are off and feeling sad because, I did something that, hurt my body and it hurt my results. And so, at nighttime, right about this time of night, I'll make myself a shake. And I personally love the new superfood shake, guys, because for me, I was the person that was at the health food store buying chia seed, flaxseed, omegas, you name it. I was spending $70, $80, on a bag of green tea matcha, whatever it might be. And so for me, I love adding 1 scoop of the superfood shake to 1 scoop of the classic Bai Shake because I'm kind of a classic girl that way. But I do love the superfood blend. So I'll mix that together and then, maybe put some natural peanut butter in at night or, the chocolate cardiac care add-in so that way I've got everything I want. And by the time I'm done drinking that, I'm good. I'm full. I feel, fulfilled for my sweet tooth, and I'm not sabotaging the results that, I'm working to get, at the end of the day. So with that, guys, I just want to, thank all of you for sharing from your hearts. I am completely enamored with all of your stories. I'm inspired. I'm inspired by measure by you guys and what you just shared tonight in so many different ways. And I know that everybody on the call, that took the time to dial in and listen, I'd be willing to bet every single person has a different takeaway because there's so much content today that you guys all shared. So for all of you on the call and for dialing in, whatever your goal is, whether it's weight loss, whether it's fitness, whether it's your health, you heard you heard several weight loss stories. You heard muscle building story. You've also heard a health story. So whatever it is and wherever you are in your life right now, we just want to give you hope. We want you to know that there are people that have gone before you that have lost 10 pounds to 100 pounds to 200 pounds. We have 400-pound weight loss success stories. We have people that have put on muscle. We have people that have changed their health from diabetes to cholesterol to PCOS. Whatever it is that you want to do, there's somebody here that has done it before you, and it is possible. So if nothing else, we want to give you hope to know that stay the course, but if you haven't made your commitment, do that first. And once you make your commitment, we have a tool called ViCommit for 90 days. You just fill this contract out for yourself because you deserve it. You deserve to make that commitment to your own self and then lead by example for everybody around you that you love. And then the day that your negativity becomes greater than your purpose, that's the day you quit. Don't let that happen to you. Achieve your purpose and make daily and weekly and monthly behaviors succeed, guys. You can do it. We all believe in you. We're all on this call for you here tonight, and we just want to thank you for dialing in. We have this call every week on Tuesday night. We have a challenge trainer call done by the entire company on Thursday nights to give you more tips. We love you all, and thank you so much for dialing in, and we look forward to being here to continually inspire you along your journey. Thanks so much, guys. Love you all. Have a good night, and be healthy.
Thank you.